everyone, welcome to another video. As you can see, I am in my 2012 Honda CR-V. This is going to be a 25,000 mile review. I bought this car during the heart of the COVID epidemic. I think I bought it, when I buy it? Bought it October 20th of 2020. I traded my old Chevy Cruze diesel in for this car. If you remember my videos, I had so much trouble trying to get that diesel emissions of the Chevy Cruze fixed. Finally, my wife said I had enough. I'm never going to trust that car. I felt the same, and we traded our 2014 Chevy Cruze in for a 2012 Honda CR-V. And let me tell you something, this car has been amazing. This car does just about everything well. Nothing spectacular. Well, other than the reliability and durability so far. Other than routine maintenance, I've not had to put any money in this car. It's been oil changes, tire rotation, and we did replace a battery. That's been it. My wife likes this car. This is a backup car when her Toyota Corolla is not rolling. I call this the family car or the spare car. I gotta say, I drive this more than I do my Jeep Gladiator. My Jeep Gladiator is for pleasure only. But when my wife does need this car, then I use my Jeep Gladiator more often. Now that May is here, I will be using my Gladiator to take the top down and enjoy myself more. But more on the CR-V. I bought it with 47,000 miles. It now has 73,000 miles, so officially it's over 26,000 miles. Still got the same original Goodyear Assurance tires, which are real good. As you can see, everything in this car is stock. This is the way I usually like my cars. I don't like anything that's modified. Maybe a radio, but even this car has the original radio, which I like better. Radio controls are simple: AM, FM, XM radio. It has a single CD player, but who uses CDs in 2024? Unless you're a real diehard. Climate controls, real simple. It has got the legendary 2.4 inline 4-cylinder engine, which has been bulletproof for these vehicles. I think these were used and just modified, I think, for the Generation 2, Generation 3, and all of Generation 4, which is what this model is. It's got the legendary 5-speed automatic, which have been bulletproof. They did make the changeover in 2015 in the 4th generation to the CVT, which I am not a fan of. Controls on the steering wheel for the radio, the cruise control, the Bluetooth. It rides very well. It's got a sunroof. I have black leather interior. It is I guess you could say a charcoal gray, which, usually I'm not a fan of those colors, but on these type of Main Street cars, I do like this color. Rides smooth. The all-wheel drive, although it hasn't been tested much because we've had 2 mild winters since I bought this, it has performed well in the snow so far. Like I said, thank God I don't really have to test it. The snowstorms the last 2 winters have been
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Neither am I. Thank goodness for that. And basically, since my wife doesn't drive in bad weather unless she has to, and now that I'm retired, I don't have to. I know. It's there for emergencies only. Now, if it did snow out, I would use this in pretty much light snow, fluffy snow. Something that I don't need a lot of ground clearance in. Now, if it was disgusting, wet, heavy, ridiculous snow, that's when I'm going to use my Jeep Gladiator and use that legendary off-road four-wheel drive system. Most part, she is pretty quiet. The engine is definitely very quiet. The automatic transmission for a 5-speed shifts very smoothly. Downshifts pretty smoothly. Handles pretty good for a crossover. I mean, it's not going to be a Honda Civic. It's not going to be a compact car. It is a little high off the ground, so don't expect it to handle like a Honda Civic or a Honda Accord. That's okay. The space in the back is pretty good. The way the seats fold down in this car is very easy. Gives you a lot more space. I've had no problems with electronics, whether it be the climate control, the radio, the power windows, the power sunroof. Cruise control has worked real good. Radio system, I'll let you hear for yourself. Let's see, try the FM.
Any flavor milkshakes. Stewart's milkshakes are different. Made with New York State's best milk and
there is your
ice cream and any flavor
standard
from the
radio,
ice cream counter.
original speakers.
Try limited edition Tropical Passion as a milkshake only at Stewart Shops.
It's Q92 spring into summer.
Does have your XM radio.
In Minnesota, they came out and played hard. They played gritty.
Again, good sounding, not spectacular. Doesn't have like a subwoofer or anything like that, which I'm fine with. I don't need a subwoofer. I'd rather have
make that
the extra space in the back anyway. Since this is my family car, we'll be going away to, I believe, Jersey Shore in this vehicle, which is why today I'm going to go to a Honda dealership. It's due for its maintenance. It's oil and filter change. It's tire rotation. I'm also going to get it fully detailed, inside and outside, by Honda. They usually do a great job. I believe I'm also due for some type of other service. I think the valve service that maybe due. Last time I had the transmission fluid, the coolant, and the brake fluid all changed. I refused the valve system last night. I didn't feel like sitting there until like 4 in the afternoon, but today, because it is getting detailed, it will be dropped off. I will be getting a rental, and I will be doing a review on that rental. So as you can see, it didn't come with an in-dash GPSs. I still got the old-time window mount, which is fine with me, because when those things break, they can be expensive. And plus, if you want an update, Honda, I think, charges you an arm and a leg for an update. So, no matter in the age of smartphones and those still around, I don't really need it anyway. I've been on plenty of long trips with this. Let's see, how many? 1, 2, 3. About 4 trips from New York to Myrtle Beach. We've been to the Jersey Shore a few times. We've been to the Poconos once. We've been to Rhode Island. And the car does the job. It's smooth. It holds everything nicely. It is very comfortable on long trips. Does have a power seat, which, no, I really don't care about that stuff because I usually have it all the way in the back anyway. It does have the lumbar support, which on a long trip, it's very good. Definitely a lot more comfortable on the lower back than my Gladiator is. So if you want to do a long trip with just you and the wife, or you and the wife and maybe 1 to 2 kids, depending on how heavy you guys pack, you should be very satisfied. Now these cars in this generation are known for having AC compressor or condenser problems, which I haven't had. They're known for having brake issues, brakes wearing out real fast, which, you know, when the grand scope of things, it's one of the cheaper things to fix. But I've never had a real problem with that. I mean, I did have the brakes changed on my first maintenance. Despite the fact I bought this car in 2020, it was 8 years old. The car only had 47,000 miles on 2 owners, only on 2 owners. So at the time when I paid for this car, 18 grand for that mileage back then, and that was a bargain during COVID. I did test drive 4 others in the same generation, 2 2014s and a 2015 with a CVT. I dismissed the CVT right away. I just don't like CVTs. I don't. So that was out. And the other two, well, the other two had higher mileage. They wanted the same price for one car that was 105,000 miles, and another one that was beautiful, beautiful in-dash GPS system, which I gotta say I was attracted to. But it had 50,000 miles more on it, and they wanted. And I figured for the same price, I get myself that car. It's 2 years older, but had over 55,000 less miles on it. So my wife was like, "Yes, please get the lower mileage one." So I did. The road noise, I would say, is a little on the high side. Nothing bad. Nothing like a European sedan or car. But all in all, I'm a very big fan of the Honda CR-Vs in general, generation 1, 2, 3, or 4. These cars are bulletproof. You can't beat these things to death. And listen, you still see a lot of generation 1s on the road from 1999 to 2002. That's how good these things are. And they go for a lot of money too. Same thing with Gen 2, which I think are real good. Gen 3, I wasn't a big fan of the Gen 3s, although they're bulletproof. But Gen 4, I think, is where they made it just perfect the way I like it. Now, for all you tech people, electronic people, you may say no way. But for someone who just like me, who just likes things simple, like analog gauges, they got it right this generation. The only one I don't like is the 15 for the CVT reason. Anyway, there's your review. Any comments or questions, let me know. What's your opinion like to know? We'll talk to you later. And we'll be back soon with another Honda review. I'm saying preview. And point of view first test drive thing.